Okay, okay, okay. How you darn? How you darn? How you darn? It's good to see y'all. Welcome into the stream today. I'm hyped because tomorrow's release day, guys. Tomorrow is release day for our Patreon package. Y'all getting rookie rankings, rookie profiles, Superflex rankings, Dynasty offseason rankings with a new rookie.
Wow.
Y'all getting all-time prospect tier list.
Keep going.
It's all coming out. All coming out. Our night, your morning. We're excited for you guys to see that tomorrow over on Patreon. Yeah, expect that around your 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I would say. 9 a.m.
That's kind of the goal right now.
9 a.m. Santa's coming to town.
Get it down. 9 a.m. Code name, Santa's got a brand new bag.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. I hope you guys are too. We just put in some of the measurements from the Senior Bowl. We've been watching some Senior Bowl content our morning, your night, obviously, and excited to watch more after this as well. But it's going to be a good day. I'm really, really excited to hear you guys' feedback. Obviously, when we post it on Patreon, feel free. Drop any feedback that you want. It doesn't really matter if you like the post over on Patreon, because Patreon doesn't have any algorithm. But if you like it, you can tell us that you like it too. But again, everyone on that Close Friends Plus tier and above is going to have access to that as it releases tomorrow morning for you guys. That's our Patreon link in the comments. But really excited, and Badake, shout out to Ray G, Ray GQ. He's great at what he does.
Yeah, he's out there, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
He's out there at the Senior Bowl, I'm pretty sure. And I just retweeted something of his because one of these things is not like the other. Xavier Hutchinson, let me know if you guys watch this. Shout out to Ray G for putting some work in, being there. But we get to see a little bit of route running from these guys, a little bit of footwork off the line of scrimmage. So definitely worth a watch. And let me know if you guys see it when it's Xavier. Let me know if you felt the same way. Mm-hmm. But he's not the same. One of these is not like the other, and that one is Xavier Hutchinson. But shout out to you guys. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Raw? What's up, Steven? What's up, 97? Nick, David, yes, what's up, brother? What's up, Fantasy Condo, Ryan, Scary, Kyle, G Money, J Stump, Mighty Thunder, Jared, yeah, we were late, I'm sorry, Micah, shout out to everybody, Justin Bieber. That depends on the price, Justin, as far as your question. But, okay, so if we're doing a Dynasty startup draft today, guys. And, Badake, if people wanted to get into today's Dynasty startup draft, how could they do so? How could they get into today's mock draft?
Yeah. All you have to do, by the way, I need that link.
Yeah, I'm going to make it now.
All you have to do is join our Discord, link in the description below. Go there. Join our Discord. We have a great community out there. So many people in the chat. So many people answering different questions. Trying to give people help. But if you want to join this mock, all you have to do is join our Discord. Go to Dynasty Damn It and go to Dynasty Mock Draft tab. You can see that's where I posted a link earlier for this link to this live stream.
Thank you so much for the sub. God mode.
Appreciate you.
God is watching over us today. Amen.
Amen. Come through. It is first come, first serve, but if you don't get in today, it's okay, because we do a mock draft Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes a little bit different. Sometimes we're late. Sometimes we are editing some videos, or we just finished a recording.
It might be 8 p.m. at some time. Yeah. It's seasonal, but 7 p.m., 8 p.m.
Yeah, so come through. Once again, join our Discord, link in the description, and first come, first serve.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the 8. I just feel like I haven't done that 8 spot for a little while, so let's see how we go.
Yeah, grab that. Yeah. Let me grab a spot here.
Yeah. Grab a spot.
Scary hour. Last time I did 12 and it just felt comfy. I feel like the end of the draft is just gonna be where it's at, honestly. Okay, should we send this link out?
Well, yeah. I think we should send the link out. Hey, before we do, can you guys do us a massive favor and just drop a like on the stream? Easiest way to support what we do.
You like that?
If you like the content,
You like that?
if you like the rookie content, the buy lows, the trades, the strategies, like the trade shows, you know, do us a favor, drop a like. Easy way to support what we do. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Every like does really help grow the channel. So, Badake, let's go ahead and send that link out. And I'll say, if you've been in a lot of mock drafts lately, come on, give someone else a chance, you know, out of the kindness of your heart. Let some other people get in there. You know, no one needs to be in a mock draft every single day, let's be honest. So give some other people a chance, and let's get it popping. Let's do it.
Once again, Discord link in the description below. Dynasty, damn it, Dynasty mock draft tab, and I'm going to be sending the link out here in 3, 2, it's out.
Okay, and we are using Tankathon's landing spots for today. You know, I kind of want to just switch it up. I don't want to keep using the same one too much, so we'll go back to Tankathon today and use their mock draft. So yeah, so things are, you know, just a little bit different, just a little bit. And I pasted that in the chat for you guys, and it's in the description as well. So yeah, let's get on the same page here for 1 second. All right, you and me, myself, Badake, and you, the audience. Okay, same page for 1 second. We're doing a 2023 Dynasty Startup mock draft. It is super flex. It is not tight end premium.
Yes.
PPR scoring.
PPR scoring.
You can draft rookies. And today's landing spots are brought to you by Tankathon. We've seen some of these before. Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. Those feel like the most locked in spots right now for any players, I would say, is Bryce Young to the Texans, CJ Stroud to the Colts. We have that again today. Will Levis is a Raider. Quentin Johnson is a Panther. Then we have Jordan Addison to the Packers. Anthony Richardson to the Commanders. I like it. Michael Mayer to the Lions. Bijan Robinson to the Bucks. We see that so much. I mean, I get it. I want to see him go somewhere else. It doesn't matter where he lands for me, but I prefer to see him go somewhere else. JSN is a Raven. They desperately need a player like him in Baltimore. And then moving down the board, we have Kayshon Booty to the Colts. Jahmyr Gibbs is a Ram. Darnell Washington goes to the Panthers. Kincaid to the Saints. Hyatt goes to the Browns. Josh Downs goes to Atlanta. Zay, my guy Zay Flowers goes to the Pats. Tanner McKee to the Bucks. Rashee Rice to the Bears. Luke Musgrave to the Chargers. That's a great landing spot for him. Zach Charbonnet to the Cardinals. And then we see Devin A-Chain to the Dolphins. Hendon Hooker to the Seahawks. Parker Washington to the Jags. Xavier Hutchinson to the Giants. But, by the way, Xavier's actually 6'1", 207. We got those official measurements today.
6'1", 207, yep.
From the Combine, or the Senior Bowl, rather. Tucker Kraft to the Bengals. Zach Evans to the Eagles, and then Sean Tucker, unfortunately, gets stuck on the Giants behind Say. So here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's get it popping, and let's see what happens. We'll try and answer as many questions as possible. Yeah. You know, as always, if you have a question that you do desperately want answered straight away, then drop a super chat of any donation amount, and we'll get to it. Otherwise, we'll try our best to keep up as we go. We see Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, and Joe Burrow off the board. I think that's going to be the consensus top 3 in startups this offseason. Then we see Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl participant quarterback. Now, will he be Super Bowl winning quarterback? We'll find out. Boy, he proved me wrong this year. Justin Herbert, then Trevor Lawrence, and Justin Jefferson are off the board. So let me double check my rankings, which are freshly updated. Yeah, freshly updated. Well, the community brand spanking new, looking sexy. I don't know how I don't go Lamar Jackson here.
Yeah, I mean, this is once again.
Or Justin Fields. I feel like I could go either way.
The end of the board here just seems phenomenal.
I could go Chase. That is an option. But then again, I want to build, though, in a super flex league. I just want those 2 quarterbacks to kind of build off of between Fields and Lamar. I mean, I think I want to go Fields. Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna go Lamar. I'm gonna play it safe. That's close.
It is close. It is close. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to know what to do here.
And it's funny because I'm in our Alpha Dynasty League. I've been in conversations with someone around a Lamar Justin Fields trade all week. I just don't know what to do. It's so close between those two guys.
Okay. What should I do here? I think it's pretty obvious. I'm gonna take.
What are we thinking?
I think I might go. Wow. I'm gonna go Deshaun
Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
And he's being massively undervalued as well. I think I might even consider him at the 1.8, to be honest. Hey, thank you so much for the donation, Steven.
Steven, appreciate you, man.
She's excited for the content tomorrow. Shout out Russ for the 111 plus 112 today. Also have the 105. What do you guys think? So you got the 111 and 112 for Russell Wilson. That's a pretty good deal. I feel like that's an overpay for Russ, based off of what we've seen right now.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the price, even in the video that you brought, when you said he was
like a mid-second,
a buy low. Yeah, I mean, that was
about a month ago now. I was about a week or two. I can't remember.
Yeah,
but we brought
like a week or two.
Yeah, I can't remember. We brought quarterbacks as a buy low. Russell Wilson was one of those for me.
Yeah,
I hope you guys were able to buy him before Sean Payton came into town, because you're no longer getting a discount. You're not getting a discount anymore.
I think everyone kind of just goes right back up to where it was in the beginning of last year. It feels like.
I would put Russ. I mean, he was already like. Let me double check before I say quarterback. He was quarterback 20, but keep in mind I had all 4 of the rookies imported to that ranking already, so he would be quarterback 16.
Yeah, he's my quarterback currently 16 right now.
Yeah, so I think I'm probably still going to take a shot on like the A. Riches, Will Levises of the world, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, no, it's interesting.
Okay, so double quarterbacks at the end of the board go, and then Bijan off the board as well.
Goes Dak.
Is Kyler still? Kyler's gone.
No, Kyler's gone.
That sucks. See, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks.
I'll let you make your pick, and I'll ask you a question when it comes back around, or once you make your pick.
I am not gonna invest in running backs this early unless it was Bijan, and Bijan's gone. So I think I'm probably gonna go CD here.
Leave it.
I'll grab CD Lamb here at the 2.5. I was hoping one of those quarterbacks would fall to me, just one.
Let me ask you a question. If you were on that turn there, kind of where I was, and you had the option of Bryce and Kyler Murray at the 2-2, are you gonna go Kyler still with the ACL, knowing that he potentially could miss a lot of that time?
Yes, 100%, because I know Kyler Murray is, if not elite, right below elite asset as a quarterback in Dynasty. We think Bryce and CJ can become that, but we don't know. We have seen Kyler Murray is a successful fantasy quarterback, and he will still be 26 by the time he's done from that injury.
Yeah, it's interesting with the Kyler Murray injury, and they kind of just saying he's kind of getting back to it now. He's kind of, starting to, if I'm not mistaken, to walk correctly. So it's going to be interesting seeing that. I think he could be ready by the season, or he's not going to be ready by week 1. So
I know. So many people hate on Kyler Murray. It's weird. The hate is weird, and like anywhere social media wise, you're just seeing people Call of Duty. You get to play Call of Duty, dude. It's like, you're cool.
He got all the time for Call of Duty now, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's off season.
Can we move on? Like, let the guy play Call of Duty. It's okay that he wants to play Call of Duty. He's rehabbing an injury. Okay, so we see JT, AJ Brown, a real run of running backs, which I'm not saying that it's wrong. It's just surprising because we typically see people build around the wide receivers early with our community because we advertise that, or I guess we suggest that heavily.
No, for sure.
Then Tua goes Kyle Pitts. I like that start at the 1-1. I mean, that's kind of that turn where it's like, all right, am I going to get Tua or try and wait on one of these quarterbacks to fall? But Jalen Waddle falling to the 3-3 is a little crazy, a little wild to see.
I wonder if we might see this trend, especially the way the running back market free agency is right now. Maybe you need to secure one of these guys Brees, CMC, Walker, Saquon, Etienne in the early second, knowing that you'll be okay in the turn. Like, you'll be okay gonna get your wide receiver 1 at the 3-3-3-4, because we just don't know the landscape of what the running backs are gonna be soon. Maybe it changes by the beginning or by the after the draft, and we have a little bit more comfort in what's happening.
Yeah.
But maybe that's kind of what we're gonna have to do right now.
Yeah. Yeah, surprising to see Waddle fall that far. But here goes a run of wide receivers right as I'm hoping to kind of grab one. Oh, that's a little early for Najee Harris, no? I don't know. I mean, I guess to each his own. So I got the choice of... Really, it's... Okay, T. Higgins is gone. Oh, thank you so much for the donation, Simon. I'll get to it right after I make this pick. Okay, so Waddle, St. Brown, Wilson, Higgins are gone. Waddle, A.J. Brown's obviously gone. Just trying to follow my rankings here. All right, is Chris Olave still on the board, though? So we'll go ahead and grab us a little Chris Olave and start to build that wide receiver room. Simon says, traded Kamara, Mooney, Thornton for 107. Thoughts? Honestly, Simon, I think you just stole someone's dignity, and they don't even know. So congratulations. Yeah, no, we would do that trade in a heartbeat. We would do that trade in a heartbeat. As I have seen a narrative around Dynasty Twitter, which is a dangerous space to gain information from, that Kamara is a good buy low. I don't understand where that narrative is coming from, to be honest with you. I mean, all his metrics are down this year. The coaching staff did not use him the way that he should have been used, and it's the same coaching staff coming back. No solidified quarterback. It doesn't feel like they want to give him the receptions that he's due. Suspension looming. So, yeah, I think, to me, that's an easy win for the 107. Zane says Kamara is a good buy low coming from Kamara owners, for sure. Yeah.
Gosh, this makes my big difference.
But
I don't know what to do.
I think you definitely... by the way, I still like Alvin Kamara, the player. But as someone who owned him, he was not a startable asset most of the time this year. That one 43-point game is really going to spike up his points per game average and all these takes that people have this offseason. That coaching staff is abysmal. It's abysmal, and it's not changed. It's the same coaching staff. Mark is a great discount there.
Yeah, I want to test out to see how people are going to react. Or I want to see if this person is going to fold to me at the 5'11". I doubt it, but other mocks that I've seen, has gone significantly lower.
I thought maybe there's a chance I could get JSN at the 4-5. I knew Olave wouldn't come back, but I wanted to try and see if my guy would come. He didn't. It's a tragedy.
The tragedy. The tragedy.
The tragedy. The despair. But no, Simon, congrats on the trade. Hey, shout out to the 130 people watching. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Just on your night, you just finished your day, whatever it was. Congrats on getting through the day. Hey, Can you do us a huge favor and drop a like on the stream? Reason we ask is because it's the easiest way to support the channel, help us grow, and ultimately kind of, reach the goals that we want to reach. So every like does help. 130 people watching. Why can't we reach 100 likes? In fact, if we get enough likes, what like goal do you want to set? We'll do a 30-second rookie mock just to at the end of this, just to have a little fun twist. I mean, if we hit 115 likes, let's do a 30-second rookie mock right after this, just for fun. You feel good with that?
Yeah, I'm comfy with that. I am really comfortable with that.
Okay, there goes JSN and Burks off the board. People are going to tell you that's too early for Burks. I like Treylon Burks. I don't think that's crazy. That's probably the earliest he should go. I have other players ranked ahead of him still on the board, but I'm just here to say it's not insane that he's there.
Okay. I know what I'm going to do.
You son of a bitch.
Dirty,
stinky son of a bitch.
I technically have a player above, but I want to see how far this player falls. Because I've been seeing other mocks where he's falling into the 6th round.
All right, I'm going to keep building around this wide receiver room. I'll take Drizzy Drake. Welcome to the squad, bruv.
No, that's good. I have Jameson right above Drake there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want to see where this player falls because I know not the community. You know, a lot of people are iffy about him. So let's see where he goes. And if he does fall to me at the 5'11", let's see if I can push it a little bit more. But I'm interested. I'm interested to go to Jameer. Josh Jacobs there.
Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt is what they call him over on my block. There goes Will Levis, and Trey Lance is also off the board at the 4-3.
I wonder if people are going to feel a little bit more comfortable taking Trey now with the whole thought process of Brock
6 month
Purdy.
recovery for Purdy.
It's going to be a tough one to kind of come back. And is he going to be ready? He says he's going to be ready for OTAs. But, you know,
He could be.
Yeah.
You know, the difficult part there, as Pickens goes off the board at the 4-10, another, again, on fantasy Twitter, Dynasty Twitter, people hate George Pickens. I don't know why, but I'm a big fan. And the people who bet on his talent this offseason were well rewarded. Anyway, what were we talking about? Trey Lance. Yeah, I still feel the same way. I'm not actively buying. I'm not actively selling. I already have quite a few shares myself, so that's just my strategy. But we'll see what happens. It definitely gives him an upper hand, I would say.
There it is. That's who I was talking about. 5-1.
Okay,
Quentin Johnston. That's who I would have taken. At the 4-2.
Who do you have higher in your rankings right now, Jameson or Quentin?
I have
obviously
Quentin.
Jameson.
I have Quentin. That's what I'm saying. I did it because I want to see how far he will fall.
Okay.
Because like I said, I've seen other mocks where he's gone in like the middle of the 6th round.
Understood.
So it's interesting to see where he would have gone. Because initially what I would have done is probably take Quentin and then JSN on the turn, or JSN and then Quentin, because I know I might as well take JSN because I know a lot of people don't like Quentin as much. So just take JSN and then come back around and just get the guy that is my wide receiver one. Base, because the community rather have JSN anytime, and they'll draft him earlier just to get him, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it. You're trying to kind of feel it out.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, 5-1 a whole round later.
Hey,
then JSN.
Thank you so much for the donation, Ace.
Appreciate you.
Ace says traded 106 Kamara, Fournette, Thornton, Sutton 204 for Tua and Waddle. Excuse me. I feel like I just transformed my team. Herbert, Tua, Bijan, Jacobs, T, Waddle. I mean, that's a good team.
Yeah, that's
okay.
A good
So you
team.
trade the 106 Kamara, Fournette, Thornton, Sutton. Okay, so this is one of those.
That's crazy.
Quality over quantity trades for us, and giving up the 106 definitely hurts. But you wouldn't have got a quarterback like Tua at the 106.
Yeah.
And you get the stack of Tua and Waddle. You definitely wouldn't have got a wide receiver like Waddle. Even at the 106. So this is one of those quality over quantity trades for us. I really like the Tua and Waddle side. I'm not going to say you paid a discount because overall value you didn't pay a discount, but all those players are players that you'd be happy to move away from if you get better dynasty assets to build around. So I think that's a good trade for you, Ace. I really do.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's great. I mean, you flip Tua and Waddle, you get the stack. Or some aging, and you give away aging guys.
Those aging running backs too, to get that kind of value. That's how you're gonna have to move off those guys. You're not getting first round pick value, or it has to be them packaged in some sort of format and some sort of deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's well done. Kenny Pickett goes off the board. I have to be honest, that was definitely who I was hoping would fall to me, but this is where.
You got some options.
This is where I think I go. Actually, reading the room. This is how we read the room, guys. There's not a team here that needs a quarterback. Now, they'll take a quarterback if they want. They'll screw over their draft. It's only G Money who needs a quarterback. There's 2 guys I'm comfortable with. Actually, I would say 3 I'm comfortable with here. So I'm going to actually read the board, and I'm going to try and get value elsewhere at this point. No, just let's see what happens.
Oh, no.
I mean, Javonte Williams is still there. Hey, thank you so much for the donation. Oh, but Christian Watson is sitting in my lap?
Yeah, get
Wait,
Christian Watson.
let me double check.
Check it out, man. See what happens.
I'll grab Christian Watson. I'll grab Christian Watson there.
Okay.
Yeah, Ace, thank you so much for the donation, man.
Appreciate you.
I think that was a really smart trade. Really well done. PH, thank you so much for the donation. He says, this may seem like a no-brainer, but should I trade A.J. Brown and Kmet for Burks and Andrews?
12-team Superflex PPR tight end premium hurts my QB1.
Ooh, tight end premium too.
Parting away with that stack.
Tight end premium though. What's the premium?
Yeah, what is the premium? I think this is a fairly...
It's pretty even.
Well, it is an even trade, but with the premium, depending on what the premium is, Andrews just has a massive
1.5. I think I go Andrews side there.
Yeah, that is so crazy.
I think I go the Andrews side. I know it sounds crazy, but with AJ Brown being the Super Bowl and just being a name that's so hot right now, I don't think it's crazy that you could counter and maybe get like a third round pick as well, or a player worth similar value. I don't know. I don't know that that's crazy. Badake, the Watson truther, and stamping his name every live stream. I love it. I love the dedication. I love the loyalty to your guy, Christian Watson. Wide receiver 25. Yeah. Let me double check my rankings, which includes the rookies. He is currently my wide receiver 19, including the rookie class. So yeah, I think it's value. Personally, I'm happy to grab him here.
Yeah, it's there. I have him in my top 25 as well. He's my 21 right now, so I feel comfortable taking him.
There goes Jahan Dotson. Is that who you wanted?
No, I wanted Quentin Johnston.
Oh, but when I was picking, you were like, oh, don't. Did you mean Jordan Addison?
No, I'm saying like, yes, take Christian Watson because I thought you were going to take Jahan Dotson. That's why I was like,
oh, okay. No. You have Dotson ahead of Watson?
I do. They're back to back. They are not back to back in my rankings, but there is one person between them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. There goes Hollywood Brown off the board.
Hollywood
swinging.
Calvin Ridley at the 6-1. Okay.
By the way, Pickens gets no separation. Go look at his reception perception by Matt Harmon and tell me he doesn't get separation. Come on, guys. Come on.
I already got my tight end. I might keep...
But I agree, Watson at wide receiver 25 is pretty damn good value. What are you thinking here, brother? What are you thinking?
Thinking of another wide receiver, which I am going to go because he is going to link up with his quarterback. I mean, is this too early? I mean, let me know if this is too early. But
it's too early, bro. Sorry.
I could be wrong.
Bad pick. Just, awful pick.
Let me just see here. I'm looking at my rankings.
Let me check out my rankings real quick, brother.
Check out my rankings, though.
You got 6 seconds, my guy. Is he clutch?
Oh, it says AP error. Okay, well, just took it.
That's a little early for me, but fair enough.
Yeah, let me know if that's too early.
Hey,
but...
Billy, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Billy, no question. Just wanted to share some love. Excited for tomorrow's haul. Appreciate that, Billy. Yeah, man, I know Badake and I are really excited to release that Patreon package for you guys tomorrow.
100%.
And I hope that you guys love it. I hope it's good information and well received. So we're excited. I mean, it's 3 to 4 months worth of work put into one package for you guys. So I'm excited for you to see it. Thanks for the love, Billy. Really appreciate that. Yeah. So Booty at the 6'2". I have him as my wide receiver 35 right now in collective rankings. So a little bit high for me, but not crazy. I mean, that makes him higher. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So it's not crazy, but it is a little high.
No, for sure.
And just before I throw it back to you, I was hoping Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson were going to fall to me. Now I have to make the decision between the two. And as crazy as it sounds, I know Daniel Jones had a breakout year.
You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
I know he had a breakout year.
You just don't like him. Just say it.
I actually have grown to respect him, but Anthony Richardson lands with the Commanders with all those weapons. Probably is going to beat out the 5th round pick to be a starter. That rushing upside year 1, I don't know, man. I think it's risk, it's reward. I might regret it, but I could hit an absolute home run. And in the 6th round, I'm going to smack it out of the park here and grab my guy at the 6-5, and I'm running to the bank and I'm cashing that check today before they close at 5 p.m.
Anyways, hey.
Where do you have? I mean, I can look at your rankings. Let's see. Where do you have Danny Dimes? You have Danny Dimes. You have him quarterback 17.
I have him. What do you have him?
Quarterback 18. So
yeah, close. That's close.
I mean, I feel like we respect him just the same.
We're on par. So that's good. But yeah, so regarding booty.
And by the way, guys, when we say rankings, we're including the rookies in those rankings. So quarterback 18 probably is quarterback 16 or 14 or 15. So
yeah, potentially. I took Kayshawn. He's my wide receiver 27 right now. I do, once again, he's my wide receiver 4 in this class. I like the landing spot, and he lands with my quarterback, so I kind of get a stack here in this scenario. So it may be a little bit early, but I don't think there was a scenario where he probably would have came back to me, to be honest. I could be wrong, but there are other people that maybe are a little bit more proven, like DJ Moore, like a Chris Godwin. But the quarterback scenario, in this scenario, I kind of understand who he's going with and what I like with these guys. So that's kind of why I went there.
Yeah. Makes sense. Russell Wilson gets a huge discount at the 6'10". We see Eckler and Chubb go off the board. Interesting to see Eckler's ADP drop. I mean, this is a player people were drafting in the early 3rd round last year. There's
just so much that's happening.
This is what's difficult about drafting an older running back. Even if they have the best possible season they ever can, their ADP falls. You're always drafting an older running back early in dynasty startup drafts at their ceilings. That's just the unfortunate truth. CMC, as good as he is, his value will not get higher this time next year, right? I mean, it might be hard to hear, but it's just the truth. That's why we don't really load up on running backs early. I'm not saying it's the wrong pick. I'm just explaining as to why. Just starting a conversation.
No, it makes sense. It's tough, and a lot of people aren't going to know. Like right now, I think we're a little bit skeptical on these running backs, and we're a little bit more, spread out because we don't know the landscape of what this is going to be until, I would say, a little bit after the draft. I think we will understand a little bit more if we can invest in these guys. Like if Austin Eckler and they don't draft another guy, let's say in the they draft another running back in the 4th round, I think we'll feel a little bit more comfortable depending on who that is, right? And that can be said with all these running backs. So just gotta wait and see.
Yeah. You guys know running backs exist. Yes, we know they exist. I just don't like investing in running backs, especially right now. In fact, I actually tweeted out this last night before I went to bed. I said, I cannot stress this enough. Do not buy running backs in Dynasty this offseason. Do not buy running backs. And we've talked about this a lot on the channel, but it is a really bad time to go invest in any running back outside of a few names. I would say Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall, Ken Walker, Travis Etienne, maybe Josh Jacobs and Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, guys, I can't explain how much everything could change this offseason. And you think you have a solidified RB1, and then he's actually in a timeshare. There are 20 free agent running backs
in total. With free agency
that could change the landscape.
Class, there are a total of 32 running backs coming in, or in free agency in the draft class. So that means every team could get a running back and then either be in a timeshare, or that running back can take over that person's workload. That's kind of what I talked about in that running back video that I made. Like, sell your running backs now, because the running back landscape is just abysmal. The market is not okay right now for some of these guys, unless you have someone like Zach said, the guys that went in the 2nd round. Those are the guys I feel comfortable with, to be completely honest with you. There's some guys that are out there that's kind of iffy. Shit.
that who you wanted?
Yeah, I wasn't. The fact that it said Joe Mixon. I mean,
I literally just got Joe Mixon in the late 7th round.
He's 26 years old. He's still on a. I mean, yes, next year his contract. I think he's on his last year of his contract, or he has 2 more years, or whatever the case may be.
He's on contract till 2025. He's a free agent then.
And people are scared of that. And look where he went last year.
And I
get it. Going like in the 4th
I get it. Some people have this idea that he's going to be cut. I don't know. Let's see what happens, guys. I don't know, but I'll take him in the 7th round here. I don't know. I just think there are this running back draft class alone is deep. It is a deep class. There's probably five players who could be workhorses, and there's probably 10, maybe 12, maybe more who could be a part of a rotation, who could be complementary players. And then we haven't even talked about yet the 2023 free agent running back class, because that is stacked. You're talking some of the greatest in the game. Saquon Barkley, he'll probably return. But then you still have guys like Kareem Hunt, Rashad Penny, Jamal Williams, Josh Jacobs, Raheem Mostert, Deonta Foreman, Miles Sanders. There's other names I'm not even saying right now. Jeff Wilson could play a part somewhere. David Montgomery, Devin Singletary, Damian Harris, who was just injured most of the season, Alexander Madison, Tony Pollard. I mean, it is a awful time to be investing in running backs, because no matter who your running back is, there is no guarantee that is safe. There is just no guarantee. And I mean, people talk about Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler's value does not come from the ground. So if you want to be excited about changes as an offensive coordinator or new system coming in, are you sure you're excited? Because they could be looking for someone who's actually effective on the ground. I love Austin Eckler. He was my RB2 coming into redraft leagues this season. He was my sleeper the year before. I'm a big Eckler guy. I love him. He helped me win a championship this year in my home league. But Austin Eckler has never been an efficient runner. So if this team wants to change, that might not be good for Eckler. Maybe they don't change, but Eckler's value does not really come through the ground. His value comes through the air. So, like, you point to a running back. It's hard to find running backs who are completely safe. A lot of these guys probably will be safe, but you're running a huge risk of drafting them this early, without that security. So, I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I highly encourage you guys to kind of bring some good points there.
You cut out there a little bit, but you talking about the video you put out?
Yeah, I was saying I just highly encourage you guys to watch that video, because I kind of break down a good running back scenarios, like in between running back scenarios, and then scenarios that are just gonna go to shit essentially. So it's a good one. All right, what do we got? Joe Mixon, Christian Kirk, Amari Cooper, Miles Sanders, Sean Tucker, Michael Mayer, the first rookie tight end off the board there at the 8-1. Where's he go in this scenario?
He goes to the Lions in round 1.
Okay, he goes to the Lions. Yeah, I wanted Sean Tucker there, so I didn't take him, but I'm just trying to draft based off the scenario here. He does go to the Giants, which kind of sucks. So I wasn't going to take Sean Tucker there, but I think this feels good to where he can go.
And I'm going to go ahead and take my guy Zach Evans here, who falls to the Eagles.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I mean, if Zach Evans goes to the Eagles, are we sure Miles Sanders is an Eagle? They got to save money somewhere.
They got to.
I'll grab Zach Evans here at the 8-5 and take a shot on him. I feel so much better about building around wide receivers than running backs. I just can't stress that enough, but that is just how we do it. It doesn't mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. It's just how we do it. Hey guys, we talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the stream, but if we get to 115 likes, we're going to pop off a rookie draft for you guys right after this. We're going to do 30 seconds on the clock, a quick rookie draft, just to kind of see how ADP falls. So do us a favor. If you want to see another mock right after this one, go ahead and drop a like. Let's try and get to that 115 like mark together. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. And we're in a little bit of a lull. I think the Senior Bowl is taking us out of that lull, and we're saying, "Ooh, we talk more about these rookies, more about what the league could look like next year." So,
yeah, it's exciting. The Senior Bowl, it's all happening right now. Some names rising already. You can even see it in the chat. Someone said Tajay Spears.
Yeah.
Especially
You'll see him in the Patreon package for sure.
So he's kind of already out there. He's already getting some hype. We added some new names, especially. I think Zach kind of alluded to that earlier as well. We had a couple new wide receivers, and whoever is going to continue to rise.
Yeah.
We're going to continue to add them in and then make sure we do our due diligence so you guys know.
Damn.
Zay Flowers, brother. He's gone.
Damn it. I wanted Zay to fall.
Jordan Fulls or Jordan 1s? Rolexes have got more than one.
Let them know. Let those people know.
Let the people know. Is Sean Payton going to save Russ? I think he definitely can.
Yeah, he definitely can. No doubt.
I was pumped. I mean, we have a couple Broncos fans in our friend group that we play in our Dynasty League, and I was pumped for them. Like, they have everything. They have a top defense already. They have weapons to kind of take him to that next level.
I think they need more weapons.
Maybe.
Sutton has lost a step in my
for
eyes.
sure, and maybe that's the case. But I mean, yeah, and I think the weapons may not be there to par to where it was a year or two ago when we saw that team kind of being where it was.
Yeah,
but you know, I can understand that Sutton may lost a step. Javonte Williams, he needs to come back healthy.
Exactly. Javonte's a big question mark too.
I think another thing, I think this team might draft a running back in the third.
I know I have Javonte in our home Dynasty League, and I'm nervous because if this team just got Sean Payton, this timeline is now.
100%.
Maybe they're someone who adds a running back in free agency. One of these names, you know, maybe they go and add a David Montgomery. Maybe David Montgomery goes to Denver to help out. Yeah. Maybe that's Devin Singletary, Damian Harris.
I mean, because we don't know the expectation of Javonte and if he's going to be healthy, right? So they're gonna need somebody to have a fill-in role. Well, Kareem Hunt, right? Like you were kind of naming, like
Kareem Hunt's a good name too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, again, nobody's safe. That's the problem. Nobody is safe.
Yeah, it sucks.
Hide your wife. Hide your kids.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife. I ain't grab my shoes or nothing, Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe people actually spend their time listening to us talk?
People do. We appreciate you.
I can't believe you guys do that, but we appreciate it greatly. Rashad Bateman at the 9-4.
Yeah, man.
Is Rashad Bateman in a bye season now?
Rashad Bateman needs to stay healthy.
I mean, that's a bye season for me if that's his price.
Yeah, I mean, he was there. He was one of my guys in that last tier that I was hoping to get right there. So
still a lot of good running backs on the board. I just don't want to invest into any of them at this very moment.
Don't do it.
I see a couple names that I really like.
Don't do it.
Do I want to go? Do I want to do that yet? It feels a little early, a little rich.
Yeah, probably is. It probably is.
I mean, there's just so many good tight ends. I mean, there's not, but at this range, they all feel very similar. All right.
Daniel, that's funny.
I'm gonna.
Don't do it. It's not gonna happen.
I'm definitely not drafting someone that you want. You're not as high on this player as I am.
Oh, okay. So maybe that works out for me then.
Probably does. I'll grab Rashee Rice here.
Rashee Rice.
At the 9-8. I'm a big fan of his game.
Rashee Rice.
In this mock draft, he goes in the second round to the Bears.
Daniel said, do you guys remember that great Bateman argument of 2022?
I do. Yeah, it's unfortunate that he got injured and we couldn't really find out what he would have been. That's always the worst when someone gets injured and then that's why I feel like so unfulfilled about my Trey Lance stance last year. Like looking at what Brock Purdy did, just like see, people are gonna say Trey Lance wasn't the guy. I'm looking at it saying Trey Lance could have done this and maybe more. It's hard when your takes are unfulfilled by injuries. Richie
Rich. You see, Steven, when you think of Rice, do you just think does your mind go straight to Richie Rich? I mean, maybe that's just me. Zach, yeah, that's just you, bro.
I mean, Abaki's talking about Christian Watson. I mean, we drafted him 3 days ago. I love the passion though. Says more top 10 finishes than Devonta Smith. He should be firmly ahead of at least Pickens. I mean, he was drafted ahead of Pickens, right? No? Okay. Pickens went at the 4.10. He went the 5.8. I can respect it for sure. I mean, honestly, brother, just keep buying Christian Watson then. Just keep buying him. If you love him and others don't, that's a great sign for you to buy. Just keep doing your thing and let's see what happens. Guys, we are 12 likes away from hitting our goal. So we can do a quick rookie mock draft for you right after this one. If you want to see another mock draft, go ahead and drop a like. Let's get to that 115 mark. And then we'd be happy to pop off a rookie mock draft for you guys. So help us get there, and we'd be happy to do it for you. 115 likes. Drop a like if you want us to get to that point.
Dang, Cam Akers. Oh, wow, okay. Zach Evans, Isaiah Pacheco at the 9.
Xavier Hutchinson. I didn't even see him. Damn it. I didn't even see Xavier.
That's why I thought you were going to go. I was like, you're not doing it.
Dang it.
And he goes, you're not.
Hey, thank you for the sub, Hayden Hubbard.
Appreciate you.
Oh, that's so frustrating. I didn't see that.
Where to go here, man? Where to go? Like, is this just too, like, am I, like, kidding myself if I don't go this person?
Cannot believe Xavier was on the board. Okay.
Did downtown Chase Brown get drafted?
I doubt it.
Okay,
No way he's gone off the board yet.
Let's just go running back then.
James Cook.
Cross that line. No, we don't do IDP. Ryan, we're not really familiar with any of that.
Yeah, that's a whole world in its own. Honestly, I feel like if people cover IDP as well as the rest of Dynasty, and I just don't know. I'm not saying that they can't. Maybe their capacity is just extremely large. But I feel like whoever covers IDP needs to be specifically focused on, they need to be like an IDP person. Like that's what I do. I do IDP. There's just so much to it. It just feels like a lot. I'm on the board here in the 10th round, and I have Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, and AJ Dillon available to me.
I know. I looked at those guys. I was like,
Isn't that hilarious?
Am I stupid to not take like Dalvin or Alvin there? I don't know. I mean, I feel like.
I don't really want any of these guys in Dynasty, but this is again another reason why. You don't need to draft running backs early. I mean, I just want to choose one at random at this point. Let me look at my rankings. Who do I have? I have Dalvin ahead of. Okay. Where's Aaron though? Okay, they're literally all back to back in my rankings. I'll take Dalvin.
I have Dalvin. James Cook is the highest, and then it's Dalvin, Aaron Jones, and then Alvin. So Alvin's pretty far down because of the expectation of him getting suspended.
Yeah, exactly. It's tough to want to own Alvin, despite what people on Twitter are saying.
Parker Washington.
You love to see it.
Justin said,
Jags.
I like, disliked, and liked again, so I can like twice.
Yeah, we're only, quick maths, 7 likes away from 115. If you want to see another mock draft, go ahead and drop a like. Help us get to that goal, and we'd be
specifically
happy to,
rookie.
We'd be happy to fire off a rookie mock draft, really just for ADP purposes to see where they would go. David said, sorry to bother, but you say close friends or close friends plus? Close friends plus, guys. Yeah. If you want to have access to the Patreon package that we're releasing tomorrow, it's this tier and above that has access to it. The close friends plus tier and above will have access to everything that releases tomorrow. As we see Mac Jones, Jalen Hyatt, Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen. I mean, Mac Jones is probably a pretty good buy at this point in the offseason. I mean, if they could add a weapon for him, and he's still a first-round pick.
Did he play with? Was Bill O'Brien at Alabama at the time? No, right?
I don't believe so, no. But I could be completely wrong. So
First
maybe.
of all, maybe we need to check. Let us know in the chat if Bill O'Brien was with Mac Jones.
That's a good shout, though. A good thought.
Bill O'Brien, Alabama. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see when he was with them.
Yes, we do like Puka Nakua. I don't really know how to say his name, honestly. I'm just going to call him Puka. Some people say it's Puka Nuka. Some people say it's Puka Nakua. I don't know, but I'm going to call him Puka. And yeah, I'm also very excited about what he could be. Has a very high ceiling, but the floor is obviously low.
Mac Jones, offensive.
I think he came in as Mac left. No worries, David. Appreciate that. We'll send you a message here once we finish some work today.
Thanks, brother. That's awesome. Okay,
no, that
so
is awesome. Really appreciate that support, man. Say again.
Well, it says Patriots quarterback Mac Jones excited about Bill O'Brien's reunion. This is Sports Illustrated, but I don't know. I don't know how legit this is.
Yeah.
Is understandably excited considering he's the offensive boss experience in both Foxborough. Okay.
All right. Kendre Miller goes off the board. I mean, Alvin Kamara is available at the end of the 11th round, and I don't even think I want him.
No, you don't.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab. Let me double check my rankings here with these tight ends, but I think I want to grab one before it's too late. And I have Dalton Kincaid. Ooh, there's so many options, actually. I mean, who doesn't have a tight end? Everyone does.
Everyone does.
Read the room. Got to read the room. I'll see what comes back. There's a lot of good options still.
You got to read the room.
There's a lot of good options still. Okay, my wide receiver room is just so stacked. Maybe we go running back again. Could go quarterback, but again, it feels like there's way too many options. So why don't we just waste the clock all the way down? I'll take Tank Bigsby here. I'll take Tank.
Wow, that makes my decision harder then.
Were you gonna go Tank?
No, I wasn't.
Well, then why does it make your decision harder?
Because now I thought you were gonna take Alvin, but there's another guy that I'm happy to take. And I'm gonna take
Justin. Thank you so much for the donation. We're gonna answer this right after you take your pick, Badake.
There you go. Yeah, go for it.
You're gonna go Alvin? Okay, nice.
Yeah, I'll take
that's
Alvin.
Good value. One quarterback, PPR. One running back is Etienne. Wide receivers, Waddle, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Olave, London, Burks, J-Mo. I like this team. This is a team I feel like I would build. Pitts, 23 picks, 1, 2, and 5. I assume that's the 102 and the 105. Is that right?
I'm assuming. Yeah,
let us
102
know.
For AJ Brown because he did. Should I do 102
should
for
I
AJ Brown?
102 for AJ Brown? Would you do London for Devonta Smith? I think I'm still going London over Smith. That's close, man. I mean, I have really London, where the rubber hits the road.
Yeah, I have London if I'm not mistaken, and Devonta Smith very close to each other. Let me just double check.
They're literally like right there in my rankings, so that's a pretty even trade.
That is a pretty even trade. Just depends on the quarterback. I mean, at the moment, I think it's easy to say Devonta Smith just based on quarterback play.
Sure.
But London is just.
Let's say the Falcons go out and get Jimmy G this offseason. It's like that's enough for me to be excited about London again.
Yeah, that is true. I think it just makes it even still, but it's very close. It's very close there. But the 102 for AJ Brown, this quarterback then, so that will be JSN.
I slightly lean Devonta, but again, it's very close. I think London has a higher upside personally, but I think Devonta's shown more. But that's difficult to say because again, who has London really had? I mean, that team ran the ball more than anyone in the NFL this year. But at the 102, would you do the 102 for AJ Brown? That's essentially asking like AJ Brown or JSN. So yeah, I would take AJ Brown.
Yeah, and that's where I was going. You know, you're just gonna get JSN, AJ Brown. It's kind of the same thing. You know what? Maybe you should get AJ Brown, and then trade Smith away, because you're gonna have two Eagles there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Honestly, if you do the trade for AJ Brown, which I think you should, thanks for the other super chat to clarify. If you do AJ Brown, then keep London. You want to diversify yourself a little bit. Similar to stocks, you just want less risk. So you got the 101, 102, 105. Wow, you've really set yourself up well, man. Yeah, I'm personally, if it's me, I'm doing the AJ Brown trade. I'm taking AJ Brown, and then I'm going to keep London, and then I'll draft at the 101 and 105. I'm on the clock here.
You are.
And
I will love you.
Sheesh, man. Still so many good tight ends. Who doesn't have a tight end yet? See, look, everyone has a tight end. Read the room. Read the room. I know, like, if this is a real draft, people are not drafting a tight end this round, but people might do it just to, like, have a go. Just to, like, you know, be funny. But I'll take Brock Purdy here. 12-5. Why not? Let's take a shot on him this late. I like taking little fun shots like that. But, Justin, I hope that helps, man. You've built a killer team. Thank you so much for the donation. That's very kind of you. Avatar says, since 2003, only one wide receiver has a higher team target share than London as a rookie, and Quan Bolden. That's a good number.
And that was with freaking Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder.
I know.
Imagine
that's what I'm saying. London. The difficult thing is they could go Ridder for the next 3 years, and I don't think Ridder is the type of player that's going to elevate London. But they could get a veteran this offseason, and then you missed your chance to buy London. So there is risk reward. There is for sure risk reward. You have to keep in mind as well, Kyle Pitts wasn't there for a lot of that season. It's tough when that team's. I want the head coach to change. Honestly, I need the head coach to change for the weapons there. It just the misuse is infuriating, but it is what it is.
I mean, there's still a couple. I mean, it's upsetting that the Falcons didn't go for the home run. They couldn't get Sean Payton with the Saints, technically.
Yeah, the Saints were never going to trade him.
No way. Who have they interviewed? I don't even know. Like, I haven't even heard of the Falcons interviewing any.
They're going to keep Arthur Smith.
You kidding?
Yeah. I don't think he was fired, was he?
I thought he was.
Is he fired?
Unless I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm tripping.
I don't think he was fired, man. I don't believe he was fired.
Gosh, okay. Maybe it was a GM that was messed up. That was fired. I don't know. I thought somebody was fired there. Anyways.
I think he's still the head coach, man.
Well, there you go.
And that sucks ass if you own Kyle Pitts or Drake London.
Oh, John Mechie, man. That's a good pick. I had him on my queue. I really wanted him.
Yeah. Stetson Bennett's still out there, guys. Just letting you all know.
He won a natty, man. I don't know
National championship. I mean, indecent. What was it? Public intoxication. There's a lot of Baker Mayfield signs there. I mean, Baker didn't win a natty, but
a lot of Baker Mayfield signs.
Don't you want Baker Mayfield on your team? Just kidding. But hey, guys, we're only a couple likes away from our goal to pop off a rookie draft for you. Avatar, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate that.
Man, that's awesome.
But do us a favor, drop a like. Easy way to support what we do, and we'll pop off another mock draft for you if we get that like goal. Rookie mock draft. Avatar, thank you so much for the donation, man. He says 29.5% target share, 5th in the league, 32% target rate, 3rd in the league, 74.4% success rate versus man, 81.5% success rate versus zone. His low totals are a symptom of Atlanta having the 2nd lowest volume. Yeah, which is, I mean, we're on the same page, man.
Yeah,
we are 100% on the same page. We like London, and I mean, we've kind of been saying very similar things. We agree. We 100% agree. But I love that you've done the research to back up your love for Drizzy Drake. So it's we're all aboard with you. Dude, I'm in the 13th round and Cole Kmet's there.
Yeah, I love you, Cole. 1 year too early, I believe.
I got my tight end 11 on the board. And we're in the 13th round. And did Dalton Kincaid even get drafted? No. Dalton Kincaid hasn't even been drafted.
Yeah, man.
Maybe I'll wait one more round. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I literally said the name, so they're not going to come back.
Read the room.
Read the room. Read the room. But we're all aboard with London as well. We like London. So we're with you, Avatar. Love that. Appreciate the super chat as well. You guys have been awesome with the super chats today. It actually means more than you know. That's very, very kind of you guys. All right, Hendon Hooker goes off the board. There goes Kareem Hunt.
Yeah,
I mean,
free agent
there is not after today's startup mock draft. If you guys are doing a real startup drafts, guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not buy running backs early. Just don't do it. Yeah, unless you just that's the way you want to do it. That's your identity in Dynasty, or you're maybe a win now team. I don't know. There is so much value later on at the running back position, and maybe your drafts will be different. So I don't know, man.
I got my third quarterback here, and I already got Mark. I don't need a tight end. Maybe I should go a younger tight end. Should I go wide receiver?
I mean, it's pretty good to get Tom Brady at a discount like this when he's going to play the next 5 years.
Honestly.
Genuinely. Like, he probably will play another 5 years. He'll be 50 years old in the NFL. What are you thinking here?
I am just looking at some stuff. I am looking, and I you know what? I'm just going to grab another tight end. Take Evan. If he does get re-signed, hey, that's good. If not, then it's okay. But
I love I was gonna say I love my team. Like, that wide receiver room it's hard not to get a Chubb.
It's hard not to get a Chubb.
That's a nice wide receiver room, and I still have Joe Mixon and Dalvin Cook to start. I can still start Joe Mixon and Dalvin Cook with this team.
Yeah,
quarterback 2 is a question mark for sure.
Steven said, been pinching the boys, but Badake would say the guys, super dark but deep. Has some hilarious moments. Yeah, it gets really crazy in season 2, Steven.
Yes.
It gets even worse. And I think it's the first or second episode.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go for it.
I'm gonna take Dalton Kincaid here. I mean,
good. Where's he going this mock? Maybe I should.
I believe he went to the Saints in the second round. Yeah. And he's available with my last pick. Man, I love this team. I want a Dynasty League with this team right now. Over 115 likes. Appreciate you guys. If you have yet to do so, do us a favor, drop a like. We will pop off I'll set it up now. We will pop off a rookie draft. Hey, if you guys were with us today in the startup draft, please, just think of others, and let's let some other people get into this one that we're about to do. What is it? It's 01, 02 for us. Linear. We'll do 30 seconds on the clock. Rookies only. Okay, nice. That's set up. I'll send you the invite, Badake. Again, if you guys want to get into this, join our Discord with the link in the description. I'm going to take the 101 because I've never taken the 101. So I'm going to do it.
Okay.
For the lulz. And then here's our Discord if you guys want a chance to join. Of course, we can't guarantee people get in, but this will be fun. All right, that is it. We saw, Chig Okonkwo is a great value there too. That's what I'm saying. I wanted Trey McBride, I wanted Chig, I wanted Kincaid, I wanted Komet, I wanted all those guys, and they were available in the 13th round.
So many. All right, guys, if you guys want to join this draft, this rookie mock draft that we're doing for you guys, all you have to do is join our Discord. That's in the link in the description below. It is first come, first serve, and like Zach said earlier, if you were in the Dynasty startup, please let somebody else come in.
Actually, let's quickly name the people so we can publicly shame them if they join. I McD, Hopscotch, D Macy, P Zam. I can keep this up so we can look back. You will be publicly shamed. Stangle, Rowan, Mondo, G Money, Ronnie, Mike Backflips. So prepare to be publicly shamed if you join.
Yes, and this is a rookie mock draft. Okay, rookie mock draft.
Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. We'll get to that 1 second.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send this link out once again. Join our Discord, Dynasty Damn It, Dynasty Mock Draft tab. I'm gonna send the link out here in 3, 2, 1. There it is. I got a spot, right? Okay, yes, I do have a spot.
Yeah, and we'll use the same landing spots that we did for today with Tankathon. We'll use those same landing spots.
All right, some new people come in.
Let's see. Would we have to publicly shame anyone?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No public shaming today. Hey, give yourselves a round of applause, people.
Congratulations, guys.
The hope for humanity.
The hope for humanity.
We're seeing it live and in color. All right, we're using the same landing spots from Tankathon. That's in the description. And you can also find it in the comments now. So here we go. We're popping this off. Superflex, rookie draft, 30 seconds on the clock. And I'm going to take Zach Evans at the 1-0. I'm just kidding. I'll take Bijan Robinson. All right, let's answer PH's questions. He says traded Derrick Henry 201 and 203 for Javonte Mechie 403 or hold. So do you want to trade Derrick Henry, the 201, 203 for Javonte? You know, this sounds crazy, but I'm taking the Derrick Henry side because that 201 and that 203 this year, especially if this is super flex, which yes it is there's running backs there that we like. There are running backs there that we really like this year. You can maybe get Tucker, you can maybe get an Evans, an A-Chain. It's a deep running back class. Maybe Zach Charbonnet, if he doesn't get favorable draft capital, could fall there. As crazy as that sounds, I love Javonte Williams. I mean, I was obsessed with him last year. I just think there's probably more value with the Derrick Henry side. Take away the 201, and then I'd probably go Javonte.
Yeah, it's tough. I think it's a hard scenario because, like we said earlier, Javonte has a really tough injury that he's going to come back from. Is he going to be ready? And I've said this full time. With Saquon Barkley that we've seen, the year that he came back after his ACL, you're never going to hope and get the workload that you want. Right, I'm on the clock here. Oh my gosh, yeah, Quentin for sure.
Yeah, I think essentially what Badake is saying is those injuries take longer to recover than we realize, or it's just mixed results. J.K. Dobbins had a similar injury to Javonte, so
yeah, so like he didn't come back right away, and he kind of got his legs going towards the end of the season. So I think next year, same thing, and I would say the same thing with Brees personally. It's kind of just, it's not that they're bad, it's just kind of like a chalk year for fantasy. They need to get their legs back in their mental.
Lower your expectations.
Yeah, exactly. Lower your expectations.
All right, we see Stroud. Thank you so much for the super chat, PH, by the way. Really appreciate that. We see Stroud, Bryce, JSN, Gibbs, Richardson, Will Levis, Quentin Johnson, Jordan Addison, Kayshon Boutte, Josh Downs, and Zach Charbonnet all go off the board. Zach Evans goes I think I'm going Zach Evans here. I was going to take him at the 101. No, I'm just kidding. Let me double check my Superflex rankings here, which you guys will have access to tomorrow. Ooh, yeah, I think I need to go Zach Evans here. It's really close, though. I'll go Zach Evans. He gets drafted to the Eagles. Oh, that's close. I'll take him there.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Thanks for the super chat, man.
What else?
Abaki says, knowing that no draft class has a 100% hit rate, which quarterback this year do you think is most likely to bust? For me, it's been Will Levis for months now, so I'm going to stick to Will Levis. But I would say the bust rate is just as high for Anthony Richardson.
And that's where I was going. Yeah, that's where I was going.
Maybe I have a personal bias. I don't know.
Have you seen that tweet or that thing from JPA saying that no, some report. I was trying to figure out who it was. I don't know how legit it is. It says Tony Poulin says he hasn't spoken to anyone who believes Will Levis is a good quarterback.
Tony Putin.
Yeah, Putin.
Sorry. Send me the tweet.
Okay. It's not is it a tweet? It's just look on JPA's Instagram.
What have you told me that's true so far?
Look on JPA's Instagram.
Okay.
And then
Instagram.
look for his thing.
I don't ever go on Instagram anymore. Maybe that's the problem. See, I have to freaking log in. We wasted so much time building our Instagram profile.
Yeah. Oh no! I was typing the guy's name in.
Hey, you gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker than that.
That was because I was looking at the Instagram thing.
Okay, JPA. I'm looking at his Instagram here right now, and where is it?
Just scroll down.
Oh, it must be this one.
And it says room. Yeah.
Tony Pauline says he hasn't spoken to anyone who believes Will Levis is a good quarterback. Athlete, yes. Big arm thrower, absolutely yes. Yet almost everyone believed Levis needed a good showing in a game such as the Shrine Bowl or Senior Bowl to cement himself as a top 20 selection. I mean, that's what I've been saying for a while.
That's why I wanted Xavier Hutchinson, man.
I mean, this is what I've been saying. I don't know. I mean, it's just JPA though, so who knows what's accurate about it.
I don't know who the Tony Pauline dude is, so I don't know how credible that is.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, I'm gonna grab Dalton Kincaid here. Goes to the Saints in the second round. I'm a big fan of his game. Really good route runner, good hands, real sudden player. I like him. I think he could be a real impact player. Mel Kiper thinks Levis is a good quarterback. I think we've heard that Mel Kiper had Jalen Hyatt as his wide receiver 1 and Will Levis as his wide receiver or quarterback 1. So,
well, the hell's Mel Kiper?
Gotta respect the guy because the guy's been in the game for so long. I mean, he's a huge face, but you have to ask some questions. You have to ask some. Okay, so we saw Devin A-Chain at 2-4, Sean Tucker at 2-5, then Rice, Hyatt, Bigsby, Tillman, Stetson Bennett at the 2-10, Chase Brown, Xavier Hutchinson falls to the 2-12. That is absolute heresy.
That's what I wanted. That's what I was typing in. I couldn't. I was typing in Xavier Hutchinson.
Yeah. Dalton Kincaid, then Marvin Mims, Hendon Hooker, Israel Abanikanda, forever, Parker Washington, then Rashawn Johnson and Kendre Miller, and you are on the clock, brother. You're on the clock. What do we think?
I'm on the clock here. What am I thinking? Who's out there? Who's there for me?
I know someone who's out there that you like.
Honestly, I have no idea where anyone's at. I'll probably just take... Honestly, don't know. Don't know who to take, genuinely.
Okay.
Gosh, that was so fast.
No one else has been auto-picked, but you've been auto-picked twice.
I know. I just haven't been.
I thought you might go Kenny. Kung Fu Kenny.
I didn't even see him. I actually didn't see him. I don't even know where he went.
I don't know if he got drafted. But, I mean, this late, we're probably not expecting these guys to be in mock draft yet.
No, for sure.
Doof. And Kenny. Kung Fu Kenny. I like that. I like Kung Fu Kenny. Luke Musgrave goes off the board. And now I'm sitting here. And I got Tajay Spears available. That feels like a no-brainer. But also, I want to put some respect on a guy that we added to our Patreon package today.
Uh-oh.
Put some respect on the boy's name. I think he probably gets higher than 4th. He's probably going to be the Romeo Doubs as far as like where he ends up after the draft. Puka Nakua or Puka Nuka. I don't know how to say it, but I like this guy's game. Real physical player. I believe he's around 6'2", 205 if we got the official measurements. I can't remember, but reminds me a lot of Alec Pierce. I mean, I literally put the tape on. I was like, this looks like Alec Pierce a lot. Now, I think he's better after the catch than Alec Pierce, but you see a lot of similarities in their game. And really good athlete, hard worker. The floor is low, but the ceiling is pretty high for a guy like Puka, and that's what you're looking for in the 4th round.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for. So.
What did he officially measure in at? Did we see that?
It was 6. Wasn't it like 6'2", 200? Or 6'2",
6'2", 205.
205. There you go.
6'2", 205.
Puka
Nakua.
I will totally go Sam Laporta here, but he's not in. Excuse me, sorry. I will totally go Sam Laporta, but he's not in.
Sleepers ADP, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. He definitely should be. That's always interesting. I mean, all right, so let's look at this draft. What was the most surprising thing of this draft? What surprised us the most?
Auto pick twice. Me and Xavier Hutchinson.
Xavier Hutchinson at 212 is actually crazy,
212,
especially because he went to the Giants in the 3rd round. That's a good spot for him.
Yeah.
What else was crazy about this? I mean, Parker Washington falling to the 3-5 when he got 2nd round draft capital.
Yep.
That's pretty interesting. Let's see.
It all feels pretty good. I mean,
Zay Flowers feels like great value at the 2-3. I think Zay's going to end up being a 1st round pick, man. Both in the NFL draft and in. But I know there's someone specifically who is heavily against us saying this, but I think Zay could be a 1st round pick. I really think
everyone likes him. I don't dislike him. I just think there are so many people in this draft class that have the same thing that he has, size-wise.
Size-wise, yeah, of course, but that's not why I like him.
No, I understand, and I just think that, like, yeah, it's just going to be interesting. And I personally think that there's probably going to be only 2 wide receivers in the 1st, and then everyone is going to be a 2nd round draft pick. So, like, the Jordan Addisons, the Kayshons, the Downs are going to go in the 2nd rounds. I think it's just going to be JSN and Quentin. I could be wrong.
I don't see Addison getting out of the 1st round. I don't see him getting out of the 1st round, personally. Okay. I think, for me, Quentin, JSN, and Addison are locked in as 1st round picks. Everyone else is a question mark. I think Badake can get in there. I think Zay Flowers can get in there. And I think Hyatt can get in there just because of his speed. I don't think he's worthy of a 1st round pick. But I think Zay Flowers, I think he's going to end up potentially as a 1st round pick in rookie drafts. He might. I just think the Chargers, they need to start thinking about the future. And if JSN, Quentin, and Addison are all off the board, I feel like the Chargers could really consider it.
Right.
We'll see. I mean, I'm not saying he is absolutely going to be a 1st round pick in the NFL draft. I'm saying don't be surprised if it happens.
No, for sure. For sure. And I think that
he could be a 3rd round pick.
He could. He definitely. I mean, he can be anything. I'm not saying. I think he could get into the 1st, but I think the 2 locked in for sure, in my opinion, is JSN and Quentin.
Yeah.
At least the way everything that I'm hearing, everyone thinks that they're saying that the 2nd round is where the wide receivers are just going to go crazy.
I could see that for sure.
So I would agree with the community with that, what everyone's saying in the reporting. Maybe we'll see the 2nd round where people that we weren't expected to go in the 2nd, right? Like maybe we'll see Xavier Hutchinson towards the end of the 2nd.
I would love
instead
that.
of the early 1st, instead of the early 3rd, right? Or Rice, which he's kind of projected as a 2nd already. Downs, like all these guys. I mean, can you not see Butte, Downs, Hutchinson, Tillman, Rice, Hyatt that's 6 wide receivers in the 2nd round. That's a lot.
Absolutely, I could see it. But I'm saying
100%.
I feel like JSN, Quentin, and Addison, for me, I think are locked as 1st rounders. But I think everyone else is likely a 2nd. But I think Butte and Zay and Hyatt, you could put Downs in there maybe if someone loves him. There's potential for them to be a back into the 1st round pick. I'm not saying it will happen, but I think there's potential for that to happen. It is less likely than more likely, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But why don't we leave a couple minutes for a Q&A? Appreciate all the super chats today, guys. Really do appreciate it. Huge love. Actually, I mean, we just did another mock draft. Maybe we don't do a Q&A today. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow for you guys, but really appreciate it.
This stuff ready for them.
We got to get your Patreon package all solidified and ready to go. ATJ says, who's y'all's sleeper at the quarterback position in this rookie draft? Probably Tanner McKee.
Yeah.
Hendon Hooker. But, I mean, if you're saying, like, real sleeper, the kid out of Fresno State, Jake Hayner, I believe is how you say his name. He put up some impressive film, but I don't know that he gets draft capital to justify it. Are people justified in being excited for the other rookie wide receivers to maybe get a 1st round quarterback, but scared of Watson-Love connection? Yeah, I mean, that's a good conversation. I can see both sides. People are sleeping on Tajay Spears. We like him. What's your dream car? My dream car. Something that's extremely fuel efficient.
The best way to That's like a classic Zach answer, though. Like, you guys don't know. Fuel efficient. Spend less money as you possibly can. We're good.
Exactly.
We're in there.
Exactly. Whatever's gonna cost the least to run and the most longevity. So a bicycle, then yeah, I'll take a bike. Upside in the fourth, I look for a name. That's funny. Any fourth round sleeper rookie picks you can name? I mean, I definitely like Puka was one of those for me for sure. I mean, all these guys I would say are sleepers that went. I don't really know much about Kuntz, but I assume that was for fun. Dwayne McBride's a big sleeper. I would say Tajay Spears.
Mo's a sleeper as well. Jarrett Palmer. These are all guys.
Some of these tight ends that could fall could be sleepers, like Sam Laporta, Luke Musgrave. I mean, there's a lot of guys who didn't even go off the board, which I can't see now, but I think they could be sleepers. I mean, there's a long list of names. Andre Yoshivas from Princeton, Charlie Jones from Purdue, Tank Dell, A.T. Perry from Wake Forest, Moreno Cropper from Fresno State, Jonathan Mingo from Ole Miss, Tavion Wicks from Virginia, Tavion Thompson from Utah, Ford Wheaton from West Virginia. We can get real deep, like 6-round sleeper deep. How about we talk about a little Brevin Spann-Ford from Minnesota, a little Cade Stover. How about that? I mean, we can get real deep, but yeah, it depends on draft capital, obviously. O.J. Simpson, Bronco. Will Charbonnet's receiving translate to the league? He only had 7 less receptions than Gibbs. We believe that it can. At minimum, he's a really good first and second down back. Let's see if he develops in that area. I wouldn't expect a guy like Charbonnet. You shouldn't expect much as a rookie, but we want to see that receiving number continually grow each year in the pros. Yeah, 5 tight ends in this rookie mock draft are crazy. A.T. Perry's still my favorite sleeper. Yeah, Steven, I really struggle with Perry. I did not like his film, but I know a lot of people do. Kyler in 201 or Watson and Algier? I'll take Kyler in the 201.
201.
Prius at the 101. That's right. All right, guys, that's it for today. Seriously appreciate all the love, all the support. If you have yet to drop a like, such a simple way for you to support what we do. Thanks for all the people who have signed up over on Patreon. It means much, much more than you know. And why don't we go ahead and list out some of those people's names who have signed up pretty recently. Someone who signed up, I think, while we were live, David Schaffler. Big shout out to you. Thanks for signing up. Jace, Wills, James Cavalin, Chad Co, Eric, Dodge, Coast Malone, John, Ignite, Caleb. The list goes on and on. Eric, Nathan, Braden. Really appreciate all the support. Ryan Jansko signed up recently. Zach Shade from last month. Those guys. Really, really appreciate the love, the support. And that Patreon package, again, we'll be releasing tomorrow morning for you guys. Yeah. Everyone on the Close Friends Plus tier and above is going to have access to that. So if you want to have access to it, our Patreon, we will link right now in the chat. It's also in the description below. And yeah, all love. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Love.